Hi, I'm Marie and my channel is Hexel and I don't know how to do an intro, so welcome. I am doing WIP Wednesday. I have crippling ADHD, so I cannot guarantee that I'm going to do this every Wednesday, but today I'm doing it. So I also would like to do Fix It Friday. So we'll see how that goes. But this is one of the original chickens that I made. It is the original chicken that I made like 2 years ago when I first started doing amigurumi more frequently. And it is all floppy and terrible, and my son brought it to me to fix, and I'm just gonna completely remake it for him and like deck it out a little more, I think. So we'll see. So we'll do that on Friday. But as of right now, so my Christmas whips that I should finish, I have this really cool guy that I made for my husband's desk that I kept forgetting to give him, so he only got to use it one day, but it lights up. I couldn't quite figure out the bottom so that it would stand still on there, but I think I figured out how I can do it. I just need to, I think I'm gonna make like a tree skirt that can detach so you can turn it on and off, and that way it can still stand up without falling over. I don't know, this is an experiment. That was a lot of words. Okay, I also have, this is mostly done, and it was supposed to be short, but then once I finished this off, my husband was saying actually he thinks it should be a little longer. So this is mostly done. I wanted the short sleeves. It could be for a little girl if it stays this size, or it could be a crop, which is what I meant it for. It's like a little bit of a crop top. So maybe I'll try this on again and see if I want to keep it that way. Yeah, he was saying he thinks it should be a little longer here. So I might just go ahead and add the length so that it goes to the hip. And yeah, I don't know. I typically, so far I've been making these so that I could wear them. And if I don't want to wear them, I can sell them. I only have my Halloween one, and I used a bunch of the leftover, was it CK or KC yarn from Joann's. I bought a ton of this orange yarn. I was really excited. It's normally very expensive. It's supposed to be high end, and it pilled like crazy. It is a nightmare. I've washed it a bunch. I've tried everything. It just pills like crazy, and it super sucks because it's my Halloween jacket, and it looks super cute, but everything I wear underneath is just going to be covered in it every single time. Super sucks. Never buying that again. Can't anyway. So yeah, gosh, whips. Okay, Christmas whips. Here was one. I had two of these. I just finished one last night. I was gonna save it till today, but I was like, I'm just gonna bang this out. It just needs to be closed here, eyes, nose, some facial details. So that's not gonna take very long. This is a present for my son. This is Pennywise. This also won't take very long. I just need to put the eyes and like make the balloon. So this will take, actually it'll take a little bit. It's not super quick, I guess. What else? So Christmas. I don't think I brought everything up. Yes, I did. Okay, more Christmas makes. That is not a Christmas make. I have this, which is almost completely done, but I kind of screwed up sewing in the straps, so I need to take this apart and fix that somehow. We'll figure that out. But this was potentially a Christmas present. It's still gonna go to the person that it's meant for, but they're gonna get it when they get it at this point. So that's almost done. This is another Fix It Friday. I made this this is one of the first ones I made, and this is just not, it's just not done very well. So I need to fix that. Anyway, that's a Fix It Friday. And then the infamous Santa. Oh my goodness, this guy. I have been trying to finish this all season, and I made him the hat, but then I sold the hat because it ended up working out for a baby. So I need to finish his hat. I finally ordered his eyes. I got these cute little, they're like eyebrows, and they look super cute for eyes. And yeah, he's like done, for the most part. He doesn't have enough stuffing, so he's gonna have to finish being stuffed. That one's, there's some like beard parts that need to be put on, and his ears. So it's not going to be a very short period of time, but I think I could get all the Christmas things done today if I really wanted to. Now, the back stock of junk that is my forever WIPs. I have a ton. I have some stuff that I'm probably just gonna need to frog. Like this, I think I was making a bag. That's what that is. Oh, I don't need to frog that, I don't think. I could finish that bag. But I don't really sell the bags. I'm kind of surprised because that seems to be usually a fairly good seller for everyone else but me, apparently. I don't know. But I think, so I had a couple people suggest that I need to make little keychains to go on the bags because the one bag that I had a keychain on sold like real quick. So I think that is the key. Now, I got this for Christmas last year. It's super cute. It's very durable. I love it. However, I made the mistake of actually putting this loop through here and then not completing this turtle shell. So it's stuck, and it has been stuck like this for a year. So I really need to finish this so I can save the bowl and actually use it. But I will never buy a bowl like this again because I really need the hook bowl because I need to be able to take it out. Especially if it's something like, okay, I'm not gonna get this WIP done. So this has literally been sitting. And then I was using Bernat blanket. So this whole kerfuffle has been, that's the appropriate way of using it. It's been sitting in this bag for like a year. So it's a whole thing. It's taking up a ton of space. It's mostly done. So I just need to, and the turtle is done. It just needs eyes. This is not gonna be a short period of time. Okay, gotta be honest with myself. It's gonna take a while. So we'll put that in the should do soon, but it's gonna take a while. That might not happen today. Oh yeah, Charizard. This is an old one that I was making for my son like so many years ago, and he still asks about it every once in a while. He's like, "Are you ever gonna finish that Charizard?" So I need to finish that. Some of the parts are in here, and I'm not even gonna go through this whole thing. This has like turtle parts. This has some dog parts. For a dog that I ended up scrapping the whole head because I hated how it was coming out. I've got a bunch of parts to make these little guys and mouths open. This has just a bunch of oddball things. This has like a flower in it. Actually, this one I will open. This has like a flower in it. It's got all the parts for the turtle. It's got a whole bunch of Ninja Turtles. Like, this is pretty much done. I've got, I don't know, I think this might have been frog parts. But I have like a bunch of these I think were frog parts. I have like a bunny from last Easter that never got its ears. So these are pretty quick ones. So maybe I'll get these done this week. I don't know. I found in that bag this guy, which is done. Don't know why it was in that bag. Don't ask me. I just live here. This is another halter that I just never finished. Actually, I think it is finished. Yeah, this is pretty much done. I made this back in the lime green Brat Summer. Oh, okay, I know what it was. So this, I didn't make this long enough, I don't think. So I think I needed to make this longer or find a way to make this just work a little bit better. I hadn't quite figured that out. And the thread is just awful. So I tried sewing it in and it's just totally coming apart. So I finally got some fabric glue for that. I had not used fabric glue before when I had originally made this. So this is a bit of a project. It's not going to be a quick one. So we'll keep that in consideration. And earlier or later, I don't know, a few months back, I bagged all these up like this. So that way they're not just falling all over the place. I don't even know what this was supposed to be. I think this just needs to be frogged. Looks like a corset. I think I was making a scarf, but this is knit, and I'm positive I know what needles I used because I only had like one set of needles that I was frequently using. But I don't want to deal with it. Here's an apron that I have been actively trying to make, and I finally got around to sewing it together and then realized I was sewing it wrong. So I have to undo a bunch of that work and redo it, which just killed every hope of motivation that I had. I also can't seem to match the color of the thread to whatever I used here. Whatever I used here disappeared. I think I used it all, actually, when I made these. And I can't find the color anywhere. It like doesn't quite match right. It's all a little brighter. So I have no idea. And this beanie, this will take me like no time at all, so I might as well finish that. This is old. This is very old. This, I made this forever ago, and I don't even know what stitch this is. I have no clue what this is. So it's doubled up yarn, I know that. Like it's green and black doubled up yarn, but it is crocheted, I think. Yeah, it's crocheted, question mark. I have no idea. Anyway, this was supposed to be a purse, so I need to finish this. And I don't think I have this green anymore to make the straps, but I purchased some straps that I can add to it. So I think that'll be good. Why? Just why? Why one? Oh, I remember. Okay, I loved this color, which is ironic because when I first made this, I was like, I love this color for turtles and have never sold this turtle, but I also never added the eyes to the turtle or the shell. It's just the inside. So I think once I add the eyes and the shell, that one's probably gonna sell. But I loved this, and this was like discontinued or something. I thought it was because I couldn't find it anywhere. So I had made, I think, 2 of these, thinking, okay, well, I'll make a couple of them. But then I couldn't find the yarn. So I did find it. I have it in storage, but I never finished the second one because I never even finished the first one. Ah, this is a guy I'm working on. He looks terrible. We'll talk about that another time. He's one of my big goals this year. I want to write my own pattern. I'm working on it. This was for a friend's kid that I just lost motivation to work on. So we'll see. We'll see if I feel like it. Okay. This, okay. This was, oh man, did I lose the thing for that? This is actually fairly expensive yarn that I got from a small yarn store. I was working on making like a bralette with it, but I didn't like how it was turning out. So I might frog this, and I think I might make a beanie with this. I don't know. I don't know. I bought a bunch of very expensive, nice yarn when I was getting started and trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I like making clothes, but I love making amigurumi. Clothes are just such an investment in time, and I'm learning, so I'm getting better, but while I'm slow at it, it's frustrating. Now here's one I really, really, really wanted to make and just keep starting and stopping. This is a butterfly halter. And yeah, this goes up here. So it's kind of hard to see it, but that's a butterfly halter. I need to do the second half down here. But I keep starting and stopping this So I need to finish that one. Oh, and there's a beanie down here that I made for my kids that I think it had a drop stitch. So I need to go figure that out. Okay, this is for my husband. I made this for Halloween. And I was very proud of it, and it took forever. I love this spooky, scary skeletons. However, he wants it twice as big. So I need to do this all over again. It's super fun, super fun. But really hard to do when I'm trying to, when I'm taking orders. This is really just like a passion project, but I love doing mosaic. I love it. I want to do so much more mosaic, but it is time consuming. So we'll see. This is old as hell, and it's almost done. I don't even know how long this is. I think I was making this for my mom like 10 years ago. It's super old. It's very pretty. It's like really, I love the feel of this. I think this is like Karen's Simply Soft. It feels so good, and it's just so pretty. Oh, I love it. I want one. I just need to finish it. These were the needles that I use predominantly. It's one of the stupid things where they the markings come off, so you can't even tell what size it is. Hate that. I don't have a sizer for needles. I barely crochet. Or knit, excuse me. I barely knit. I used to knit a lot. I like it. There's tons of stuff I want to learn with knitting, but I've not prioritized that. Like I said, I love amigurumi. I just love it. I love it so much. Maybe I'll combine these two just to keep this from going everywhere. This is like falling apart. Okay, so there's that. This is one that I started in Scotland and haven't finished. This is really nice yarn from Scotland. I have the tag. Hold on. This is the hand spinner having fun on the Isle of Skye. It's 100% blue-faced Leicester wool. I think I said that correctly. I don't know. DK. Gently hand wash or dry clean, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, super cute. Tiny needles. Love it. So much fun. I'm like mostly done with this. This is a new stitch that I've never done before. But again, when I started getting into getting my orders towards the last quarter of the year, just life got way too busy. This is like my getting ready for bed knitting. So I just sit in bed and I knit, and it just makes me super happy. And this guy, all right, this guy just pisses me off because it was way bigger than I realized it was going to be. And I can't find any straps that I like for it. So, oh my gosh, come on. How does this work? Is it like this? Oh, okay. So it's gigantic. It's a purse, but it's like a whole ass satchel. And it's huge. So I stopped working on it. Sorry. Let me regain my thoughts for a second. I couldn't find my fabric. I have fabric, and I didn't know where it was. When I moved here, everything went into storage. So I'm still finding stuff, and it's hilarious when you find kids' clothes 3 years later. It's like, great, donate all of this. I was looking for all of it. I thought I'd gone through everything. I had not. So I found all my other fabric after I purchased a ton of fabric. I bought a bunch of fabric, then Joann's was closing. I bought a bunch more fabric. I am not a big time sewer, so I overindulged in fabric. So it was a stupid amount. However, cool thing, my son's getting interested in maybe doing costumes. So my sister said, just get him on the sewing machine, get him learning. He can call her anytime. She's a seamstress. She's not just a seamstress, but she's She's like into the whole sewing fashion, like she went to school for it, but she's really good. So she said he can call her anytime with questions, and that's very exciting for me because I just get frustrated and want to throw the sewing machine through a window. So that's cool. What else do I got? What else do I got? I've got a couple more. God, this is a lot. This is a lot of WIPs. Oh, I'm a little intimidated. Okay. So here's one. I don't know why this is in here. Just this is a axolotl that just needs its little booze. This guy pissed me off so much. I struggled to make this so much that I couldn't even finish doing the eyes. I had to walk away from it completely. I keep trying to go back to it. I made it so that I could do the little cutesy egg. I even have like the little parts for a baby turtle in here. But I just absolutely could not, because of how this was just, it was too hard for me to understand. I can read a lot of patterns. I could not understand a lot of this, and it's super frustrating because it's super cute. It's unbelievably cute, but this was an advanced level that I was just not ready for when I did it, and it sucked. So I would be curious now, having had a year of experience. I think this came out in the summer, before the summer. It feels like it's been a year. I feel like I would do better now on this, but it's just when I hit a wall, when it's like too hard, and I'm busy and I've got a lot of other things going on, and I have a woman who really wants this, but I need to finish it. She keeps coming back for it. Her daughter's super excited about it, so I gotta finish it. I'm not excited about finishing it. I would like to remake it. Here, I have one more. This is one that I was making for my son, and I was almost done, and he said he didn't want it. He didn't like the color, so I had to go order different colors for him. I didn't ask. That was my bad. I didn't ask what colors he wanted. Oh, hey, I found the other fin. There you go. What is this? Oh, this was for something else. And what is this? This is the eyeball for the turtle. Interesting. This has just a bunch of oddball stuff in it. Okay. Oh, both eyeballs. Okay, so the eyeballs are done for the turtle. Oh, which turtle is this? No, this is the other turtle. Actually, I think the eyeballs are done for the pain in the butt turtle as well. Anyway, back to this. So I was making this, and it's like a little like beastie guy, and it was based on a different pattern that I had. I was just kind of free-handing it. I think at this point, I can keep these, but I think I need to undo this, because I'm not even 100% sure I could figure out how to redo this so that it would be the same size. This was supposed to be the head. I might need to take this apart and just start over. I don't know. That's probably the best. That's why I haven't restarted it, because I don't remember what hook size I used. I don't remember anything. I think I'm gonna have to take that apart. All right, so, well, that's cool. I found a couple things that I had thought were lost. Yeah, that's, I'm so intimidated right now by all of these. And, look at this guy. This guy's been giving me a lot of trouble. I was trying to get this done before Christmas. I ran out of yarn, had to order more yarn, and just had, this was just a beautiful pattern. The pattern writing, super easy to understand. It's just complicated. It's a complicated thing, trying to get these to stand up. I used fabric stiffener, and it works pretty good. I also needed to make sure it was short enough that they're not flopping over. I could have easily put more in here that could have helped, or it could have made it worse. I don't know. I was having issues with the helmet because I felt like the helmet was too big, but now that it's pieced together, it looks good. And I unfortunately was just not able to see the vision until I put it together. So it was one of those things where I was like, I might have to take this back apart and redo the head completely, but I like how it turned out. The other thing is that the neck was way too floppy, and I didn't matter what I tried to do. It's just too heavy on the top, and even tried not to overstuff this, but it's just too heavy on the top. So I ended up having to get a dowel and put it through the bottom, and it's going all the way up to the head to keep this stiff. It can't stand because the dowel's not going down to here, but it can sit. So I made it so that if she wants to have it sit, it's able to do that. If she wants to hold it like this, she can hold it. So yeah, so that works. I don't love this part because this is giving me so much trouble. I hate this. Like, it's floppy, which is fine, but this gets like you have to constantly fix it, which I don't know, it's like part of the fun. I guess like your Barbie doll's hair gets messed up and you kind of play with it, and then it's like, it works when you put it back, so it stays when you put it back. But I don't know. I was gonna just let her know, like, I can fix this, I can like work on it and keep trying, but I want to get it to her, so I'll let her make that choice if she wants me to take it back and deal with it, or if later on the road it's like she wants to change something. So anyway, the last part on this is I need the eyes, and the pattern shows a picture of the eyes that's not a great picture, and there's like no printout for the eyes. So that would be my one frustration over this pattern, is that it would have been nice to get a printout. Even something scalable, like on depending on hook size. So like I took the circumference of this and I put it into my Silhouette app, and I tried so hard to get the eyes. It took forever. I finally got it. I had to just go online and find a picture of it and like detach the eyes and then flip them, because the eyes that were shown on the pattern are crooked and they're not the same shape. So I created my own, basically based off of what she did, and I'm going to print those out so I can double check the sizing, and then I will use that as the pattern for the felt. And I don't normally glue. I'm a big fan of making my own eyes, but this I think is going to look significantly better with the felt eyes. So this is my first time caving and doing felt eyes, but I have a great glue that's going to stick it like crazy, and I am tempted to try the glue gun. I have a craft glue gun, and a lot of people do it, so I'll Google it first and see what I land on. So anyway, this is the guy that I got to start with today, and then once he's all done and drying, then I can start working through these whips. I think I'm gonna finish this guy because it's super easy. I think I'm just gonna try to get some of the low-hanging fruit ones and not focus on the creative ones, because I do also need to restock inventory. I have a ton of inventory I need to restock. And I still haven't quite decided what to work on, because there's so many different cool things. I wanna make mushrooms, I wanna make cows, like the fruit cows. There's so many. I want to make a horse. I want to make a mermaid. There's so many cool things that I want to make, and I don't have enough time in the day to make them. I need to rebatch all of my crabs. I totally missed it this year, or crab season. I made a ton last year and I sold a ton of them. And, I didn't do that again this year because I just like couldn't catch up. So I want to make them ahead of time. There's so many things I want to make, and I don't have the time to make them. And I love making big plushies and complicated plushies, but I need to make some of those easy ones. And I also need to completely restock for my claw machine. And those are like small. So lots to do. It is the first week of the year and I'm already stressed out. But I also am learning piano. So I grew up kind of learning. I taught myself in junior high, and this time around I am getting a nice piano soon, hopefully. This is my husband's old keyboard. It's not a full, and it is very cool though. It's actually like a really good practice piano, because it shows you where the notes are, so you can learn how to read music as well as play, which is super cool. Didn't realize it had that feature, so I'm going to utilize that to the best of my ability while I have it. I may be donating it to a friend afterwards, and then we'll have my nice piano, and I'll have to use the YouTube tutorials that I started with to learn. But yeah, now I'm just rambling. So that was it. That was all my things. I did a live going over all of my end of year recap for how much yarn I purchased. I went over the 2024, and then I have a video I need to post for the 2025, and that gives like the holistic recap of the 2024 or 2025, kind of like what to expect for this next year as far as the yarn purchasing. I've definitely got it down to a really cool system. I over purchased because I was storing things, still trying to figure out how I wanted to store things so things would disappear that I thought I had. And I am now getting into the swing of things and figuring out how I want to store them. I redid everything in my storage so everything's really accessible. And I was able to find, even after I did this really long deep dive of my storage and made sure I had everything out, I still missed a skein. So I was still off by one. And then I missed a few skeins, because once I was going through that inventory, there's one that it looks like I've only ever bought 2. I have it listed as 3 on multiple counts, but I went through my purchases and it only says 2 in my purchases. So I'm like, I'm real stubborn about this. I actually might, before I get started, just to like get this over with, I might go log in and see, like go through all of my orders to see, did I ever order a 3rd one, or is it literally just 2 and I'm miscounting it forever? So I don't know. Anyway, side quest. That's it for today. My dehumidifier just turned on, so now there's background noise, so I gotta go. Thank you for joining. Like, subscribe, you know, all that stuff. And I'll see you next time. And one day I'll figure out how to do intros and outros appropriately. But for now, you get what you get. Hello. It is WIP Wednesday. Oh God, I can't even talk.